Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this Ice Queen look. I really like this look. I thought it'd be harder to pull off than it did, but I actually did it. It was quite easy actually. So if you guys want to know how to get this look or learn how to get this look, keep on watching. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you guys will get notified every time I post a new video. And don't forget to give it a... Starting off with a light blue shade, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my crease and all over my eye. Like, it's basically acting as a transition color. I'm going to be trying to blend that as much as I can, just because when I add the other colors I don't want it to look super muddy and gross and all the colors mixed together. So once I did that, I applied a darker shade of blue, and in the camera for some reason it looks super patchy and gross, but in real life it actually looks super cool and dark. I wanted it to look dramatic, so I kept going back and forth between the blues and debating whether or not I wanted to add more color just so it will look more dramatic and more brighter. But it's up to you guys. You can change the color, do whatever you like I always say. It's up to you what you want to do with this look. Use your own imagination, but I just did that. It bothers me that it looks super patchy because it's not supposed to look that patchy. I don't know why. But yeah, so after that I went in with a glitter shadow and I just applied that all over my eyelid. I wet the brush a little bit though, because the glitter shadow is like, what do you call that? It's like, it's pigmented, but it's not that pigmented, so I had to wet the brush a little bit just so I could get the pigmentation more brighter, if it makes sense. I'm not making any sense, but anyways. After I did that, I took the tape off, and quick tip, if you guys did not know, to get like a super cut edge, and to get like a clean line every time you do your makeup or your liner, just use tape. It works super well and it works really good. Or you can clean it up, but I find that tape just works better, just because once you're done you just like rip it off and you have a clean cut line. So yeah. When I apply false lashes or when I do dramatic looks, I like to apply 2 different mascaras, just because I have thin lashes. I have a lot of lashes, not that much, but I just have like thin lashes. Oh my god, I can't speak, guys. I have thin lashes, so I like to apply 2 different mascaras just because I feel like it works way better like that. I don't know, it just makes a difference for me. Once I did that, I applied a, what do you call this, eyeliner. It's like a felt tip liner, and I just did that way when I apply the false lashes, the line between the lash and my actual lash line, there won't be like any seams looking through. It would just be like a seamless black line and you won't be able to see it. Plus my lash glue dries dark, so once it dries you won't be able to see like anything. Once I applied my lashes, I went in with my foundation, and the foundation I used was a medium to full coverage foundation, and it was also a concealer and foundation at the same time. So it's water resistant, it lasts for quite some time, and I didn't have to cake on concealer or all these products. So if you guys don't want to cake on so much product, just try and use a foundation that already has a concealer in it, just because it works so much better and it gives you more coverage than a regular foundation will ever give you. I went in with a brush first, foundation brush, and then I blended out with a beauty sponge, just because my skin is on the drier side, so I realized that when I was applying my foundation with just the sponge, it was leaving my skin super dry and gross. So I tried it out with the brush first and then the sponge, and it actually works very well, and it leaves my skin super flawless, and I don't really have to set it that much. I usually set it around the areas where I get the most oily first because I do have combination skin. So my skin gets super oily and dry at times. It's like super bipolar. So, excuse me. I just set it around the areas where I get the most oily, which is like my nose, my forehead, around like my lip area. I don't know why. It's just like my face gets oily, but not that much. It's just mostly on my nose, and it's a pain. So after I did that, I contoured, and I actually like contouring and bronzing my face up with powder instead of concealer, just because, like I said, I don't like the cakey face. I don't like it at all. So I use a slanted brush, and I usually clean up around the areas. I usually clean up around my chin when I bronze up, just because I like to have like a clean line when it comes to a bronzer. I don't like the messy look. I've never liked it. It just looks like you got punched in the face. So I like to clean it up. It's my preference. Everybody has a preference, but that's just what I like to do. So I start from the end, from the top of my ear, and then I go all the way down. I don't bring it close to my lips just because it looks super patchy and it just looks muddy and gross, so I don't do that. I just like leave a little bit of space in between my lips and my contour. So after I did that, I just applied blush and highlight. I went crazy with the highlight, you guys. And I just applied so much of it. I had to go back and delete it. Oh my god, you guys. I had to go back and take some out because I applied too much. It was actually a purple highlight. I didn't have any blue highlight. I do have like other colors like pink and yellow and orange and green, but I don't have a blue highlight, so purple was like the best to use for this kind of look. So once I was done with contour slash bronzing, I just finished up with my eyes, and all I did was smudge out the lower lash line with a dark blue. I think it was the same blue that I used for my eyes, and I just used a flat top brush for that. You can't see it, but I used one. For my waterline, I just lined it with a super like navy blue slash black eyeliner, and I applied mascara on my lower lash line, on my lower lashes. I just used one mascara just because I didn't want to use the second one. The pink one actually just gives length to your lashes, so it was just easier for me to use one and I didn't really see the need to use the other one if this one gives me like length. Then I went in for blush. I think I used two blushes. I don't remember. I like using one that's matte, and then I like using another one on top of that has like glitter and works more as a highlight, just because it gives me like this super healthy glow. Now for my highlight, like I said, I went a little bit crazy, so I had to like go back off camera and then take some off, like wipe some off, because there was just so much. The lights were hitting it and it was super bright, and I went a little crazy, so I fixed that. I fixed it, but that was pretty much all I did for my face. Now moving on to the designs, I just want to say that I got this picture off Pinterest and I copied the design from there. I don't know how to draw or like do anything that has to do with art, so I tried my best, but I just took a white liner and I did the designs that I saw in the picture. Basically just copied it, but I added a little bit more like detail into it. I wish I would have used a different eyeliner because this one sucked, you guys. Like super sucky liner. Would not be using it again for designs. So if you try and do like designs with white liner, I suggest you get like one that dries and stays in place, one that's durable. Maybe use like a liquid liner, just because this one did not work. It rubbed off super easily. It wasn't good. So I just added designs. I added the rhinestones off camera just because it was going to take me super long. But on my left side, I took the same blue paint that I used, the same blue eyeshadow that I used on my eyes, and I just added that to my temples, and I kind of like bring it down. And off camera, I think I did some designs as well. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That was it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and stay tuned for the other one.